Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third edition of Drinking Alone Together, brought to you by the Lonely Heart Spirits Society. You say you ordered a martini in a bar, and all they brought you was a glass of vermouth. You ordered a Sazerac, and all they brought you was a shot of rye whiskey. You asked the bartender for the sex on the beach, and he punched you right in the nose. Is that what's getting you down, Bunky? Well, weep no more, because you've got a lot of friends. Join the Lonely Heart Spirits Society. We bring spirits lovers from solitude to solidarity. That's the Lonely Heart Spirits Society. Drinking alone, together. Well, fermented beverages and distilled spirits from time immemorial have been considered by physicians and medicine men and priests to have medicinal qualities. It turns out that they were actually an effective way and often a pleasant way to deliver the herbs and spices that ancient medicine considered to have health-giving benefits. Well, modern medicine has moved beyond that, mostly, but it wasn't all that long ago that the Royal Navy was issuing its sailors and officers a daily dram of rum and lime juice to fight the scurvy, or gin and tonic to fight malaria. Well, just recently, Difford's Guide, which is a wonderful site for looking up a variety of cocktail recipes, published an article called Antivirus Cocktails. It's cocktails with names like Gimme Fever, the Yellow Fever Cocktail, Dr. Funk, Dr. Number One, Dr. Pepper, Edison's Medicine. Well, today we're going to make a classic cocktail that appears on that page. Some of you probably already know it. It's called Penicillin, the Penicillin cocktail. And it features, I'm looking at you, my friend Jim in Schenectady, it features a delightful peated scotch. As the rest of you might not know this, but Jim's taken umbrage with me because I've used phrases like peat reek and taste like Band-Aids before to talk about peated scotch. But it indeed is a marvelous substance, and it's the star in this particular cocktail. It also includes some blended scotch, but the medicinal qualities that give it the penicillin name come from ginger liqueur, honey, and lemon juice. All three ingredients that, if you look them up on the internet, are ascribed to have therapeutic benefits for everything from, well, you name it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the penicillin cocktail. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a teaspoon of runny honey. And runny honey is nothing but watered down honey. To make this, I used honey, 2 parts honey and about 1 part of warm water. Put them in this container and shook them up pretty vigorously. So as you can see, it's pretty runny. Just a good way to get the flavor of the honey and the sweetness, but it's a little more manageable and easier to use than if you were to use raw honey itself. Very much like simple syrup, agave syrup, just another sweetening syrup. And then we're going to add 15 milliliters. Sorry, I need my glasses for this stuff. This is close work. 15 milliliters of lemon juice, freshly squeezed, but conveniently packaged. Have those in the container, and you'll notice that I didn't put ice in yet. The first thing you want to do is stir these 2 ingredients in the bottom of the shaker to make sure that they mix well. And this is probably a good time to talk about when we shake and when we stir. James Bond had it all wrong. He said he wanted his Vespers or his martinis shaken, not stirred. Wrong answer. When you're mixing clear spirits, so think martini, think gin and vermouth, or vodka and vermouth, or Manhattans with whiskey and sweet vermouth. You only need to stir those over ice in a mixing glass like this, and then you strain them into a chilled glass to serve them. When you have ingredients like pulpy fruit juice, lemon, lime, orange, grapefruit, pineapple, or thicker substances like honey, like cream, for example, that's when you actually need to shake, because these do not necessarily mix well with the spirits that you're using. So this is definitely going to be a shaken cocktail. Well, now that we have the honey and the lemon juice in there, I'm going to add the ice. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 15 milliliters of the ginger liqueur. This happens to be Domaine de Canton ginger liqueur. There are a number of brands out there. And 15 milliliters of that. Put that in. And the stars of the show, we're going to add 20 milliliters each of the peated scotch. And the blended scotch. And this could be any good blended scotch. I happen to use Famous Grouch. That's a little Freudian slip there. Grouse. Famous Grouse, I meant. We can call it Famous Grouch from now on. But Dewar's would be fine. Johnny Walker would be fine. Any blended scotch would do. Okay, so here we go. Now we have all of our active ingredients. We put that in, and now we're going to shake. Having fun yet? And we're going to strain the drink into a rocks glass or old-fashioned glass filled with ice. And I'm going to make an orange twist. The recipe actually calls for candied ginger. We don't happen to have ginger in the house, and I'm not sure how I feel about candying ginger anyway. But an orange twist is a great garnish for this as well. So we're going to do this right over the drink. Get some of that good juice in there. And we're going to flame this. You don't have to do that. I just love playing with fire. Disappointing. Well, I don't have to do. And give it another little twist. Put it in there. Voila. You have the Penicillin cocktail. There's a lot going on in this glass. You've got the lemon, you've got the ginger, sweetness of the honey, the smoke from the scotch, a little smoke from the orange. It's very delicious, very refreshing actually. And as I always say, I've never had anything a good shot of penicillin wouldn't cure. So that's it for today. We are going to do a little 101 on vermouth the next time, because I think a lot of my friends are experimenting with cocktails at home more now than they normally would have. And vermouth is probably one of the most misunderstood ingredients that we have. So we're going to talk a little bit about that next time. Meanwhile, just remember, drink less to be healthier, drink better to enjoy it more.